You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Then people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful. So beautiful. You're beautiful. And you feel.
It's a musical, and nothing's as amazing as a musical, with song and dance and sweet romance and happy endings happening by happenstance. Bright lights, stage fights, and a dazzling chorus. You want to be great, then you gotta create a musical. Feel that fascinating rhythm moving to your feet. Oh, oh.
What is that?
Feel your ass gyrating to that titillating beat.
Oh, are you okay?
You slap your lap, then fingers snap. That's when you know it's time to tap.
Oh!
5, 6, 7, 8. It's a musical. What do you talk? What do you talk? It's a musical. A Susical? No, a musical with girls on stage.
A musical.
We've got snappy repartee, and the women are risque, and the chorus boys are kind of gay.
A musical.
A true blue new musical. Stand back! It's a musical!
Some musicals are very serious.
It's a musical for us.
A big and shiny, mighty, finey, glitter, glitz, and chorus liney. Bob your head and shake your hiney. Musical! It's a musical!
It's a musical.
It is a musical!
Yes! I get it now!
We'll do a musical.
No kidding!
A musical. What could be more amazing than a musical? With song and dance and sweet romance. And with a musical we might have half a chance. Oohs, ahs, big applause with everyone cheering for us. And for some unexplainable reason, the crowd goes wild every time when dancers kick in unison in one big wonderful line. And then
This is a taste of reality about four guys that grew up in a certain way, in a certain period of time, who, with all odds against them, became successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Seasons.
Sometimes you read in the credits on a movie based on a true story. Well, this is based on a true story, but it also is based on a good story.
Begging, begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. Begging, begging you, put your loving hands out, baby.
I knew it was good, but I had no idea that it would reach so many people in so many different ways.
A friend of mine came to see the show and he said, you know, I think this show is going to be bigger than you guys were. So I said, well, terrific.
People were stopping me, leaving the theater who've seen the show 200 times and 300 times and 400 times. One woman's seen the show 665 times. To make a connection like that, it's really pretty remarkable.
One of the hottest shows on Broadway,
Book of Mormon.
Runaway hit.
The creators of South Park.
You would be well advised to book your reservations now.
A huge smash success.
Spreading across the country.
And now the Book of Mormon has opened in London's West End.
My love for musicals came from Rodgers and Hammerstein and watching all the classics on VHS or at the local, community theater.
When Trey and I and Bobby started talking about Mormons, that aesthetic and that kind of the choice that the church makes to make that kind of their public image seems to just fit with musical theater.
The Guardian says, in reality, there are very few things you actually have to do before you die. They include call your mom more often, recycle, see the Book of Mormon.
I wanted something happy and optimistic. Let's try and make a really cool traditional musical first.
It's not just cheesy singing and characters breaking into song. It's about a positive, uplifting experience. And I hope that the audience is, feeling entertained.
And the Tony Award goes to the Book of Mormon!
The Book of Mormon!
I think the night would be a big disappointment if we didn't thank our co-writer who passed away, Mr. Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormon religion.
You did it, Joseph! You got the Tony!
Ben Brantley of the New York Times says the Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. I've never heard such roof-shaking laughter cheers Vanity Fair. Entertainment Weekly calls it the funniest musical of all time.
This Book of Mormon is so good, it makes me angry.
I think everybody has a connection to Peter Pan, but what's special about Finding Neverland is it tells the story behind the story. So you get to see the trials and tribulations of what we now know is a great work of art that has changed all of our lives. But the road and journey to that creation was filled with challenges, and I think everybody loves to learn the backstory.
We can sail away tonight on a sea of pure moonlight.
It's about the human spirit. It's about love. It's about loss. It's about imagination. It's about dreaming and flying and knowing that whatever is possible is possible. We just have to believe. The show is about that. It's inspiring, it's uplifting, and I always say it brings out the child within you. No matter how deeply buried it is, somehow it gets released in the show.
What has amazed me is I've seen kids 7 and 8 years old leaning forward in their chair, calling out the characters they recognize from Peter Pan. I see the parents of those kids moved by the story of what a child has to learn in growing up and how we all find resilience through tough times, which is what this show charts. You know, all of us in this creative process have tapped our inner child to remember what it feels like to be free and to play and to be a kid again.
We created Neverland, and Neverland is a magical place that seems to be changing people's lives.
I am strong.